Hey guys, this is Alan at Sustainable Intentions, and this video is about some of what we do, but mainly about the values behind what we do, right? I've always wanted to help to make the world a better place, and I lost that for a while in my life because I got so caught up in work and relationships and mortgage payments and all of these other things that I kind of forgot what I really wanted to do, what was deeply passionate. I actually remember having a conversation with my mother in my early to mid 20s, and she was like, Alan, what are you passionate about these days? And uh, I thought about it and was like, oh, like nothing really, nothing more than making it through the work week so I could go out to the bar with my friends at the end of it. And so I had lost sight. I had lost sight of the important things in my life, helping people, helping the earth, being outdoors, getting back in touch with nature, right? Because we're a part of nature. As human beings, we like to separate ourselves and pretend like we are this whole, separate species that don't have anything to do with all of this other stuff, where, without all of these other things happening, there's nothing for us. If humans were to disappear off the earth, the plants would be fine, right? They might even be more happy. But if plants were to disappear off the earth, the human race would be no more. There's no way for us to survive that. So, there's another thing from my childhood as well, because I always loved the outdoors. I always loved gardening. I always loved camping. I always loved hiking and mountain biking and all of these things. And I used to go camping with my father all the time. And I think it's pretty common for a certain set of values to be instilled in people when they go out into nature. My father always said when we went to a campsite that we were to leave the campsite cleaner than the way we found it, or better than the way we found it, which meant that we're not only at the end picking up, our trash and putting things back the way that they should be, but we're finding anything anybody else has left and making sure that we take that along with us. And if you look at the world is one big campsite. The world is one big organism, one big piece of this beautiful nature that we have the privilege, right? It's a privilege for us to be able to experience this beautiful earth. And so we need to keep that value, that we need to leave it better than the way we found it. And that's something that we're not doing. But it's something that we're not doing in our lives either. We tend to get so caught up in things that seem like they're really important, that seem like they matter, and we lose sight of what's really important, and that's taking care of the people around us, taking care of the animals around us, taking care of the earth that's around us, all of these things. And when you help people, when you do something really kind from, the depths of your being, it feels good. It's not like it's this burden, it's this back break to do something nice for somebody else. When you do something nice for other people, it feels good. And so that's one of the other things that we want to get across here. So I'm doing consulting for permaculture and for sustainability, for personal gardens and farms, up to large scale. But also I'm bringing a podcast, and this podcast is about people who inspire us to go out and do other things. And I don't mean like rock stars or movie stars or some big wig CEO. I mean real people, like people on a down to earth level, right? As I've been traveling, I've met so many wonderful people, and people that are really trying, even if it's just for themselves, to be the best that they can be, to do the best things for the earth and for their families and the people around them. And some of them on a larger scale, setting up programs for cleaning the oceans, setting up permaculture schools, setting up yoga schools, all of these things, helping, counseling and life coaching, all kinds of amazing things. So I'm going to be talking with these people, not really interviews. I mean, I will ask some questions, but also the back and forth, real conversation with these people, because that's what I've experienced on my travels, and that's really inspired me, is having this like real life conversation with other people just like me that are doing amazing things for themselves and the world. So I want to bring you those episodes on our podcast, so check that out for sure. And yeah, it's about being raw and being honest and really following our dreams. It's not about this facade, this making money, having this successful business. Like, this program is not for me and for my profit. I mean, yes, I want to travel and I want to do things, amazing things in the world, and support would be very nice and very helpful. And I thank you very much for it. You can visit our other pages for that. But it's really about inspiring, because at Sustainable Intentions, we believe that the more people we inspire to follow their dreams, the more good we're going to do for the earth. So, yeah, check out the rest of the stuff that we're doing, and thank you all for listening.